brings a lot of items to QVC, and she said this is her #1 favorite, not just to present, but in life. It's a great call out for all germaphobes, especially this time of year, because we're gonna bring you from Homedics, a wellness and personal care brand out of Michigan. We're gonna bring you an oval-shaped sanitizing bag that if you can fit something in it, in 60 seconds you can sanitize it. Your phone, makeup brushes, your keys, whatever gets a lot of touches and is in the world a lot, and also could be super gross with all sorts of things on it. This is a customer top rated item. It's normally almost $100 anywhere else at retail. The price that you're getting on your screen really represents a why QVC. There are also 2 colors. No, that's a lie, 3 colors.
Just 2.
Just 2. Red, oh, and gray, thank you,
gray.
red and
Yep.
gray. And this is Emily Scott.
Hello.
And so, Miss Emily, can you explain to everybody, because we call it a UV clean. It's funny, because what we call it is not helpful if you have no idea what that means. But I saw Emily and I'm like, okay, what is this? And she goes, anything that you want to sanitize, you put in there, and thanks to UV light, you'll sanitize it. You go.
And we're talking about big bad germs out there. We're talking about E. coli, staph, salmonella, influenza, and the rhinovirus, the common cold. These are big bad things that can really get you down. With the Homedics sanitizer bag, we kill almost close to 100% of that. Because here's what happens. Those germs are out there. You go to the grocery store, right? You touch the cart, you touch the handles, you touch the pin pads. You can't help touching that stuff. And the first thing you do is you get in your car, right? And you touch your keys, okay?
Yep.
And you touch your cell phone. These now can bring these bad things home to your family and invade your personal space. So watch what happens. I've put 2 things in at the same time, different shapes, different sizes. I'm simply going to zip this. Now this is the really important part to engage the technology. Right here is the closure, and you have to make sure that the Homedics logo is facing up. There's 2 sides to that. If it is, the technology is engaged, and right here on the side, this is going to blink blue for 60 seconds. So now with UVC light, which is a natural germicide, without chemicals, without sprays, without liquids, without heat, you are killing near 100% of those big bad germs.
I mean, it really is that easy. And this really is proof on the screen of what it can do.
So in a test, it was shown that the sanitizer bag kills 99.9% of E. coli bacteria and salmonella in 60 seconds. I'm going to jump down to the third one. It kills up to 99% of the common cold rhinovirus in 2 minutes. So that means you just run it twice. That middle claim says that each charge, because this is wireless, each charge you can run on 18 cycles, so that means I keep mine in my car. I don't even want those germs to come home in the car with me.
Like literally, you could pack this and go on vacation. You can put a kid's binky in here. You can put your makeup brushes in here, which are notorious vehicles for gross.
Ew.
And then as long as it can fit in here, unzip it, pop it in, press the little logo button, and wait 60 seconds, and you're done. And you know, that to me is pretty cool.
Done.
And you're already done. So you're
already
sanitized.
Done. Sanitized, completely sanitized. And it was funny, I did your phone earlier today.
Yeah.
And you thought it was going to be hot.
I did.
I could tell.
I did.
Yeah, you totally thought it was going to be hot. It is not hot. It is not wet. You know, how do you sanitize your electronics? You can't really scrub them.
And you know what? I don't, largely because, well, frankly, I'm lazy. And also because I have a big old case on my phone, and a lot of phone sanitizers, you have to put your phone in there without the case.
Right.
The cool thing about this is I just took my phone off of my crossbody strap and put it in, case and all. I had credit cards on the back of my phone. It all went in there.
All goes in. Yeah.
And in 60 seconds it's sanitized. Gray is most popular. This thing is customer top rated, and I do think it's going to get a lot of utility for you this time of year particularly. Not to mention if you have grandkids or little kids, it's hard to keep things, frankly, germ-free.
Yeah.
And chemicals, I think, are the first place that we all go to.
And you know, it's not a good idea, especially if you have something like a binky. I would never put a chemical on that. No scrubbing, no chemicals, no spray, no liquid, 60 seconds away from a healthier life.
I feel like if they could just come up with a life-size one for the human body.
To put us all in.
We could just step in and for 60 seconds get...
And jump right through cold and flu season without a problem. I would love it.
Oh, Scott, thank you
great
so
to
much.
see you.
All right,
So much fun.
One more problem in the show that we're going to solve, and then I'm going to kick off a brand new day, but this is what Emily brought us earlier.